Here are the headlines moving markets today. Cresco Labs is acquiring Origin House in the largest ever public company acquisition in the U.S. cannabis sector. The two companies have entered into a definitive agreement pursuant to which Cresco Labs will acquire all of the issued and outstanding shares of Origin. Under the terms of the agreement, holders of common shares of Origin House will receive 0.8428 subordinate voting shares of Cresco Labs for each Origin House share. The transaction represents a total consideration of approximately 1.1 billion Canadian dollars on a fully diluted basis, or 12.68 Canadian dollars per Origin House share. HITI Inc. reported losses of $3.8 million for the first fiscal quarter of 2019 ending on January 31st. First quarter highlights include total assets of the company increased by 51% to over $39 million from $25 million as of October 31st, 2019. HITI had a working capital surplus of $14,994,000. Revenue for the quarter ending on January 31st, 2019 increased by 83% to over $5 million from $2,737,000 for the same period in the previous year. WeedMD Inc. has entered into a credit facility with Bank of Montreal. Under the terms of the credit facility, BMO will provide WeedMD up to $39 million of secured debt financing at a rate of interest that is expected to average in the low to high 5% per annum range over a 3-year term. The facility consists of a $33.1 million term loan, a $3 million equipment term loan, and a $3 million revolving credit facility, all of which mature in 2022. Aphria Inc., through its subsidiary Aphria Deutschland GmbH, launched the company's first CBD-based nutraceutical, the first product in its CBD-based cosmetics line for the German market. Featuring CBD derived from hemp, the Curaleaf brand of products are being produced in the European Union and distributed by the company's subsidiary CC Pharma, which has access to more than 13,000 pharmacies throughout Germany. Cannabis One Holdings Inc. has executed a definitive asset purchase agreement to acquire certain assets of Colorado-based JWCA Enterprises LLC. JWCA operates the cannabis cultivation facility Fat Face Farms located in Denver, Colorado. Curaleaf Holdings Inc. has completed the acquisition of EC Investment Partners LLC. Emerald Health Therapeutics Inc. announced that its 50% owned joint venture, Pure Sun Farms, has exercised its option to acquire a second 1.1 million square foot greenhouse facility from Village Farms International. The new grow house is adjacent to Pure Sun Farms' existing one cannabis operation in Delta, BC. Pure Sun Farms expects to reach its annualized full production run rate of approximately 75,000 kilograms by mid-year at Delta 3 and expects to double its overall production on completion of the conversion of Delta 2. Emerald has also entered into an agreement with Pure Sun Farms to purchase 25% of its aggregate cannabis production from Delta 3 and Delta 2 in 2020, 2021, and 2022. Fire and Flower Holdings Corp. announced the opening of Fire and Flower York Street Cannabis, Ontario's first Fire and Flower branded store in Ottawa's Byward Market. Gabriella's Kitchen Inc. announced the completion of its acquisition of all the issued and outstanding shares of Sonoma Pacific Distribution Inc. With the closing of the acquisition, Gabby gains an expansive distribution reach across the state of California, as well as a permanent cannabis distribution license that was issued to Sonoma PAC. Harvest One Cannabis Inc. has acquired an initial 52% interest in Greenbelt Greenhouse Limited, an Ontario private company located in Hamilton, Ontario. This acquisition will supply Harvest One with high greenhouse-grown cannabis from Greenbelt's 152,000 square foot facility. E Wagner Cultivation Corporation has commenced cultivation activities at its second facility located in Kitchener, Ontario. Liberty Health Sciences Inc. announced today that it received Florida Department of Health approval to sell pre-rolls along with whole flower smokable products to patients in Florida. MediPharm Labs Corp. announced that its wholly owned subsidiary, MediPharm Labs Inc., has entered into purchase agreements with multiple cultivators, acquiring over 5,000 kilograms of dried cannabis supply. MedMen Enterprises Inc. announced the closing of its acquisition of licensed cannabis retailer Sugarleaf Trading Company, located in the northern California city of Seaside. This will be MedMen's third retail store in Northern California. M. Hardeen Group Inc. announced the completion of an agreement with Nova Scotia Mi'kmaq First Nations, which will own a 51% stake in Aldecan Medical Inc. As a result of the agreement, M. Hardeen and the Hayleff Group will own 39% and 10% of AMI, respectively. Westleaf Inc. announced it has launched its e-commerce site for sales across the entire province of Saskatchewan. And that's your news for today.